welcome. It's time for another Star Wars Shatterpoint Battle Report, and we've got the Rogue One crew back with a slight tweak, subbing out Pathfinders, putting in the Rebel Commandos, and but on this side of the board, we have a list suggested from my new Patron, Nick, and he submitted a list that he ran up against at Gen Con. And so we've got Ahsoka, Tano, Jedi No More with Commander Wolf and the Wolf Pack, and then Hunter with Crosshair and the 212th. So this is a bit of a, seems like a bit of a glass cannon-y type list. Wolf and Wolf Pack with their focuses instead of hunkers. 212th also, they want to be trying to focus and shoot. Crosshair is a powerful wounder, sniper, and then our primaries are probably going to be run all over the place, smacking people. And I do wonder, with the damage output of this list, if that also makes Ahsoka's revenge attacks more impactful, if there's kind of more potential for her to actually be wounding stuff back in those instances. And because without they're not doing the hunkers, it's not Wrecker giving out protections steadfast or anything like that, so they're leaning into the aggression instead of the defense, so expecting them to also be getting wounded. So see how much Ahsoka gets set off here. They're going to go first on the Sabotage Showdown, and the card is the Refresh for the Shatterpoint. We're starting with Ahsoka. Yeah, you know what? That's okay. For speed and take cover. And climb. Be on her defensive stance. Yep. That also gives her the potential jump back. So do that. And control 3. I'll control these two. We'll spend a force, give the Rebel Commando and himself the hunker, or the dashes. Ingress point. And kind of wedge himself in there. Also, take cover. Oh yeah, they'll get another hunker. Both of them. So that's pretty good. Okay, we'll go with that. So I'll score 3 on that. Pass it back. Another wolf. I wonder if I can get there. We can go climb. Advance. Yeah, take that. Do another dash. Probably could get a shot off. Yeah. Because I think he can use it on himself, right? Yep. So, yeah, let's come out of the gate swinging here. Climb. Tactic. Advance to the ingress point. Again, force, gain a focus, and so we'll do 8 dice. I think we start hitting Bodhi. Yeah, it's contesting, but that just gets some steadfast, immune to expose. So that's fine. He's rolling 5. Jeez. 2 blocks. I'll take care of the 2 hits. That's a lot of fails, jeez. 1 expertise, or 1 hit. An expertise. So 1 damage gets through. That's not what we wanted. Oh, actually. Hunter can change a fail to a hit, so that's 2 through. We get 3 damage. That's better. Oh yeah, he also, if there's another allied clone trooper unit, then within 5 of the target, then crits can't be turned off. So score 4 and pass it back. Bodhi. Oh, stealing that point also makes it so that he can't just use a just need an open line. I think we're going to reserve him. Oops. Base and chart. That's better. Yeah. We'll spend 1 for. We've been in worse cages than this one. We get the reposition. He's gonna go reposition to that ladder. think we've got a shove angle there. Yeah. So then we'll do a move. If we can fit over here. Just barely. He's gonna climb. Right on. Point there. Start with this attack. They did get focus and impact. So 8. To 5. Do we... Yeah, we can coordinate fire damage. Five expertise is 2 crits and a strain. So 3. Yeah, 3 crits getting through. That'll do 4 damage, shove, and pin. Do a follow up just to the edge. Okay. So he is... No. He's got 9 health. But anyway, that'll flip that one. And then 8 into 6. Ooh, that might get the jump. 2 blocks, crit to hit, jump. So 4 blocks, 4 blocks, crit to hit, jump. The expertise gives us a crit. So 3 crits getting through again. So that will be 4 shove pin. Should jump, which get rid of the pin. Still won't be easily shoved off this way. And we will take those for 4. They're not both contesting the same point, so can't do their momentum shenanigans. Shatterpoint, so that will refresh force. Oh yeah. Cassian did do a move, so Hunter should get a dash. Should have got a dash there. there. So flip that. 4, 3. Just get our momentum. Okay. So I'm thinking about going with Bodhi. He could give himself Jin a dash, but I can actually send him over this way because that's an objective that only my people are contesting. And then, because they have this side of the board down pretty well, we set up Jin to run around, maybe go for that point. And we also make it so that Commandos and K2SO can leave this point if we put Bodhi on it. So, scoring 3 here, he could get us some momentum. So, if we do that before, Hunter comes over here and contests and all that. I'm not sure what glitch is going on. I'm starting Tabletop Simulator again, so something's not loading properly, but it doesn't seem like it's going to affect things, so we're going to spend 1 to give Jin a dash forward. Bodhi a dash this way. And he's going to move. And we throw an attack into Hunter. He could get a dash off of 4 expertise, but that would not be a good idea for him to do that, I don't think. I did get the both out, but he can't take that point anyway. So, we'll do our open line. They're not going to spend a momentum. I don't think. Just let them see what happens. One expertise, so 1 momentum. So not worth it there. For the other team, 5, 6 dice. Oh yeah, we can do coordinate fire. Yep. Take damage. I think I forgot to use an expertise on the attack on Ahsoka. Get her extra expertise. Can reroll 2 fails. That gets an expertise. 5 blocks. So just the crits will get through. 3 damage and a shove. Okay, that'll be Bodhi. Get 3. Hunter. Well, between lockdown and two other bodies there. Hunter can't take that point. Could take that one. Swap, throw crosshair over here. 212, that's not gonna do it. I was hoping for either crosshair or not today. Well, we can definitely move in, reinforce here, try to get wounding either the commandos or Bodhi to get ready to be able to take that point. Even Cassian. So that's not so bad. Now I think we have to defensive maneuver first. One is going to come up here. It's going to come over here. Then we'll move, having him up here. Also, make it so that Hunter can leave if he needs to. He could shoot Cassian. Do you want to do the climb? Would double up on that point, especially if they leave. Then Crosshair can't really leave this point. So maybe just come to the front of this. Spreads out the coordinated fire bubble as well. You can shoot commando. Either of them. Yeah, I think one's going to shoot Cassian, one's going to shoot the commando. I think we'll start with Cassian. Cassian gets a heal at the end. 2 damage, pin, expose, and a shove. Luckily we didn't need the wound, but it was also not a bad time to be potentially setting off the wound. So, but when Crosshair goes, it doesn't have line of sight. Darn. I was thinking you could ping him for one, finish him off, but that's not going to work. This guy's going to shoot this commando. Two crits get through. Pinch of 2 damage. No, I should have checked their tree before doing this and realized they were probably only going to get 2 damage through on each of those, but the pin's not bad. Setting up some wounds for crosshair or something, I guess. See, now this is where maybe it will be good to have Hunter go for crosshair so that he can move and have line of sight on Cassian for a double wound situation. But I'm getting 3, each get a momentum. So if Rogue One can get, oh actually wait, I need, if I make that a hit, no it doesn't matter, never mind. Yes, so 4 points and a wound will get this. Getting the Shatterpoints, a refresh of force. Who's gonna do it? Wolf would be an easy kill. Now that we get the 4th point. Chin. He's got early strains now. Attack. Maybe wound. Dash. Move. Attack. We have to push him off. Move. Attack. Dash. Could probably do that. Okay. So, oh, I could get someone else to do the 5 dice attack. Well, but then she can't get the dash. Need to do. Ooh. Will be a crit. So damage and a shove. That's not gonna do. Get our dash. Ingress. Need to push them off. That's the problem. Remember, we'll get our 4. Get our 4 at least. So it's fine. We'll move. Dash kind of goes there. Okay. And we'll attack. 7 dice. Good, so we'll get through. Three damage and shove. No. No, 2 pin shove. Is going to move the Ingress point. And up. Make the melee attack first. So let's do striking distance. Fail to hit. Three steps through. And so 4 damage. They're steadfast, so 1 shove will get through and the strain. Yeah. To do we have him finish off commandos before they activate? Leave Bodhi for crosshair. 5 damage, just 3 steps. 3 damage is 2 though. Yeah, let's finish off the commandos. 7. Results in a damage -1 for 3 steps and a damage. So we could do expose, shove, pin string, doubling up a pin. So that'd be 4 damage through. And get a shove. That's interesting. Momentum. Oh yeah. Change 1 to a hit. We could have got 1 more. Another shove. Oops, that's not too many to shove. You can give out a reposition, K2SO. You can spend 1 to do a dash and 5 dice attack. If we wound, we just get the struggle, which would be pretty crazy. It does have 5 to get through. And we could also just send him over there to hold the point down. Yep. Maybe. Yeah. Do the reposition first then. Reposition. Get to. Oops. And then dash. This tag. Which costs 1, which I think I paid already. 5 results, one of them being a crit. And he can reroll 2 fails. So 2 blocks and a heal. 5 blocks and a heal. Just the crit will get through. Two damage. Okay, just shove him off. Maybe. No, I think that's gonna hit him. We'll do the 2 damage. But we'll lock down the point so he can't flip it. So that'll be 2 points. And momentum. Commandos. Yeah, let the commandos go. We'll get rid of the pin. Or the strain, I mean, leaving us with pin. Spend 2 for commando doctrine. Get rid of the pin on 1. And the other dash. A little bit of focus. And we'll have a 2/12, I think. It's 3 steps. 3 damage, pin, shove, disarm. Alright, we'll do the farther away guy, I guess. So down to 3. Same thing. 3 damage, pin, shove, disarm. Conditions become damage for 5. It's 8. Just jump. And score 5. Struggle. Choice, because 2/12 are wounded. Crosshairs on the middle, so are the Rebel Commandos. That's the same either way. But the Wolfpack is about to go, so it would be easy to take this point. Just have to deal with Bodhi here. I guess it's unfortunate that Crosshair is in the deck still. But they're wounded. Could send one just over there. Crosshair gets that. Hunter gets that. I think that is the way to go. Because now we're not removing tokens, so lockdown doesn't matter. Let's refresh a force again. Okay, so we're scoring 1. That one's tied. That one's tied. We're scoring that one objective for 2. I think we have to recover first. Then move. And running gun. Yeah, we'll attack the rebel commandos. See if we can get them off the table. Melee attack first. They are engaged with another clone trooper, so that gives them 2 extra dice plus the focus. 9. Oh no. No, I did a recover. Never mind. So that will be a 4-point turn. Start this off. I think I heal on that last attack. 2 blocks in the heal again for 4 blocks. 2 crits. 3 crits getting through. We need 4. So we'll do 4 damage pin shove. We'll jump down, take the nearest point up. So no attack. K2SO will climb up. Will mean it's tied, it doesn't flip. So that'll be 0 and just a momentum. Crosshair. So we don't need the wound here, but we have the opportunity to ping Cassian for 1. The wound. Somebody else. This comes from Trick Shot. Somebody else gets to do a reposition. don't mind where everybody's at here. She's gonna go next, so maybe we just move her. Middle of everything. Focus, and we'll shoot Bodhi. And we'll coordinate fire stream. Make the fail a hit. Doesn't matter though, it's getting blocked. So just the 2 crits and a damage getting through for 5, and pin, which is enough. Position 2, just that he's easier to move around. They're gonna get this score of the struggle. It's across the middle, which is pretty good for, yeah, for our rebels here. They're getting Jin. This attack into Crosshair. Rolls on each side. 1 is going to get through. The 1 crit, a damage, and a shove. She's got a bit of dash. Up here. 5 crits and a dash getting through. So that could have been a one shot. 8 damage. Okay. We'll do disarm. And let's see. If we go down the middle, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can do pin expose, although they're already pinned. No, they're not pinned. Yeah, pin expose. And 7. Well, do we want to move them? Because then Ahsoka. Yeah, Ahsoka could advance. So we'll do 6 pin expose. And be 2-1 here. Score all 4. So I won't take the last step. Or I guess we could do strain and 1 less damage there. Okay. Alright. I think Crosshair actually couldn't have done trick shot because he was engaged, but it's much too late to go back and undo that. But Hunter's giving him a dash. Jin could have got another action. Yeah, she didn't do a move action. But nothing to really do there. Creating everybody heals, but that also didn't really matter. We'll pay 2 for striking distance. Dash. 5 dice attack into K2. This has to be melee. And they're engaged. Two getting through. 3 damage and a shove. No dashes or anything. Which is what I really needed. And if we wound them, then we get both points. I suppose if he stays there, he could get 1 at least, but it'd be good to go for the 2 points. So we'll attack him. 7 dice in Knife Fighter. 5 hits. Crit and crit and dash. 3. So 3 through. So we got 2 shoves, 4 damage strain. Well, 5 damage. No, 4 damage strain. 2 shoves and then a dash at the end. Edge. Down. Dash. For 2. And a moment. So we'll get rid of the strain. Spend 1 for need, or spend 2 for we need to blend in. Which will get rid of his pin. And let's get a hunker, which they're about to lose anyway, but Commando will dash up. Ooh, they're strained. But we need to hold that point. And then he'll do a climb. And could have gotten close enough. Shoot. The 4th. Take a shot at Crosshair. Good rolls on both sides. Crit to hit 2 blocks, or 4 blocks. So 3 steps through. 6 damage and pin. Flip that for 4. I don't know if I don't think I rolled for priority, but it doesn't matter anyway. Yeah, we'll get rid of the disarm. I'll have to do the defensive maneuver. One of them will dash. Get hunker, which doesn't matter. This one will attack. Little commando. Crits, which we'll get through for 2 damage. Pin, expose, and a shove. Okay, and then they get momentum. Jin gets 2 heals, take off the conditions. The expertise is getting through. Damage and a pin. Oops. Then they do a move action. He's going to pop up here. He's gonna pop over here. Fingers point. That one's down. This one's 3-1. So they will score 1 point. And a momentum. gets to heal. 2 doesn't matter. And Rogue One team wins. So, I feel like because both teams definitely they've got a revenge trigger, but the Rogue One package, theirs is more flexible. They also they have 2 revenge triggers with Cassian and K2SO, so I think they were able to be more effective on doing something about those wounds. And I think the Republic list is not something that you really want to be running into another revenge list, because you're trying to pump up the attacks and get wounds faster than your opponent is, it seems, which was happening, yeah, because they got 4 wounds to the Rebels 2, although Crosshair was pretty close, Wolf was pretty close, Wolfpack also pretty close to being wounded, but the conditions that the Rogue One package is also able to hand out definitely had them tripping over themselves a little bit. So also, yeah, some hunter turns that weren't able to be as effective as we wanted, due to kind of lockdown and just other factors, just the board state the way it was. But yeah, definitely feeling good about that Rogue One team with the commando swap. I think it's definitely pretty solid, and I'll definitely be testing it out more. I'm not sure. I mean, the Ahsoka Hunter list, somebody brought it to a GT and did quite well with it. I'm just still feeling like Ahsoka is not having a huge impact. I mean, there was only 2 revenge triggers. She did prevent a flip, but it was struggle 2 where the one team didn't really care that much anyway. So still kind of iffy on Ahsoka, but Hunter's always pretty decent as well. So let me know what you thought of the game and the teams in the comments, and look out for more. See you next time.